About a month ago, this 35-year-old entrepreneur broke the internet, generating over $81 million in just 8 hours selling a book. That's right. Alex Hormozi, arguably one of the greatest entrepreneurs of our generation, recently broke a Guinness World Record by selling 2 million copies of his book, $100 million Money Models, in just 8 hours. And so today, I'm going to be breaking down the exact funnel he used to have the most successful book launch in history, and the key principles you can apply to any high-ticket info offer. So let's just get into it, and if you have any questions by the end of the video, feel free to book a time to chat with me in the link below. So here's the map so you can follow along. Hormozi uses a simple but effective funnel that generates awareness, nurtures traffic, and converts them into these high-ticket clients. His funnel framework, modified for his ICP, has a simple skeleton that you can steal and implement into any high-ticket info offer. So I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that. Now, before I even get into the funnel that Hormozi used for this book launch, there's one hyper-important asset that he has that even allowed all this to happen in the first place, and that is his personal brand. You see, for years, even before he sold a single book, Alex Hormozi was building what I call an authority bank account. I mean, for years, he gave away millions of dollars worth of content and value for free without any asks. And the result of that was almost 9 million followers across platforms and 250,000 plus subscribers on his email list. Alex Hormozi consistently positioned himself as the guy who gives and never asks. And what this meant was, whenever the right opportunity showed itself, he was able to leverage that entire community that he made to make a massive impact. And so it's pretty obvious what we can learn from this. You can't expect strangers to convert on a 5 to 10K offer out of nowhere. You need to preheat the market. You need to build a warm audience pool that likes, knows, and trusts you before you can sell anything to them. So with that said, if you are selling a high-ticket info offer, you need to create content specifically aimed at your ICP. You need to break their limiting beliefs, you need to pre-handle their objections, and you need to create problem awareness by bringing out their pain points. Alex Hormozi understood this content strategy, and that's why when he dropped this offer, it wasn't like a cold pitch. It was like a logical next step in the buyer's journey. Now, moving deeper into the top of his funnel, I wanted to break down exactly how Alex Hormozi was able to build such awareness and create a massive audience for this high-ticket offer. Now, the two main drivers of awareness in his campaign was obviously content and paid ads, and his strategy was simply just to be everywhere all at once. Everywhere you looked, whether it was YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, he had that green costume marketing everywhere. He had this unique pattern interrupt marketing style, and he also had this very funny, meme, unserious marketing style when it came to this, and that's what allowed him to build such an audience. He created an almost trademark for his branding and his advertisement campaign, and it kind of just became something that you could not ignore. So now that you know exactly how he was able to get so many eyeballs onto his launch, you might be wondering how he turned these cold strangers into potential buyers. So I'm going to show you exactly how. He implemented a genius top of the funnel hook that I've never seen before. He invited everybody to a free event that he amplified with mystery. So instead of just saying it was a free webinar or any of that, he was saying it was a secret project worth more than an NFT but cost less than a Bitcoin. And that kind of sparked the entire curiosity thing in everybody, and it made everybody drawn to this launch. And this exploits what psychologists call informational gap theory. And it's simply the fact that our brains cannot resist incomplete information. The bigger the mystery, the stronger the compulsion is for people to solve it. And the implementation of this theory is pretty much crucial for any high-ticket funnel. You need to use curiosity to pull people in. You need to frame your launch like an exclusive event, and you need to make your offer feel like something people miss out on if they don't act on it. All these things together create curiosity, FOMO, and urgency, which are all three key components to any successful funnel. Hormozi understood this very well, and well, the results speak for themselves. And so moving down from the top of the funnel, we have the middle funnel where all the magic happens, but it's also where a lot of entrepreneurs actually blow it. You see, Hormozi understood this one fact about funnels, that whenever somebody is going down your funnel, they will never be more interested or ready to buy than after their first commitment. This means that for a funnel like this one, there is no better time to upsell than right after their first action. So what Hormozi did was, as soon as somebody opted in for the free event, he immediately hit them with a VIP upsell. And it was framed like a logical upgrade, you know? You got exclusive interviews, you got a trip to Vegas with him, a free audiobook, priority shipping, and a bunch of other benefits. And this was his pre-order upsell that worked incredibly well, and the reason for it was his framing. You see, what he said was, he said that people who wait will pay the same price without the VIP bonuses. So if you're buying the VIP upsell, you're basically getting all these bonuses for the same price and for a pre-order. This removed literally all decision friction information by making it feel rational and not emotional. So that was essentially Alex Hormozi's entire top and middle funnel strategy. Use intense marketing to collect a massive pool of eyeballs, turn them from cold to warm with a VIP upsell, and promise exclusive benefits for showing up early to the webinar, creating FOMO. Now yes, his top and middle funnel strategy was extremely effective, but the webinar is what really sealed the deal.
I'm Alex Hormozi, and welcome to my $100 million Money Models book launch event.
Now, during the live event, Alex Hormozi doubled down on giving out free value, and that's arguably what contributed to the enormous success that he had. He began the event by breaking down various business systems he's created over the years of learning, valued at over $65,000.
So here's what you get. You get a traction accelerator, which includes my 5 favorite and most powerful attraction mechanisms, valued at $15,999. You get epic upsells with 4 of the most powerful upsell mechanisms that I know in existence to get people to spend more money, valued at $5,999. Then if the person says no, don't worry. You've got 3 different trapdoors that you can use, which I value at $6,499. And then finally, if you want to have that growth every month and build that base, is the continuity blueprint, valued at $41,458. Our money model system is a bargain at not $69,955, but $29,997.
Now, he was already offering all these business systems at just $30,000, which was already a bargain until he did this.
Which is why it's an even bigger bargain at not $29,997, but $9,997. Which is why I'm going to give you access to everything I talked about today: the Attraction Accelerator, Epic Upsells, Dealmaker Downsells, Continuity Blueprint, that will show you how to harness all 15 money model mechanisms in your business for 3 payments of $0.
Just like that, over $65,000 of business learnings completely for free. And the reason he did this was pretty simple. He leveraged the mental framing of reciprocity pressure, which is basically when somebody gives you a lot of value up front, you feel obligated to reciprocate it. And so one of the key mental takeaways from this is that you need to treat your funnel like a marathon and not a sprint. Hormozi spent his entire middle funnel making people feel smart for upgrading, creating massive urgency to show up live, and giving away massive value up front. By the time his real offer came, people weren't just buying an offer, they were reciprocating a favor. The key to all of this is making your prospects feel like they're winning before they even buy. And finally, we move on to the bottom of Hormozi's funnel and the end of his live event. Throughout the entire live event, Hormozi positioned his goal as our mission, not just his goal. This spiked emotional investment, and it made the viewers feel like they were part of something bigger. And then came the actual offer.
All 12 is $420,000 of real and true have charged for it value. And today, right now, I want to put all 12 in your hands when you help me put 200 books in the hands of the entrepreneurs who need them. That's $5,998 in book donations.
Now there's 2 extremely smart things about this right here. Firstly, tying back to that emotional investment aspect that he leveraged earlier, he frames this main offer as a donation for up-and-coming entrepreneurs. This makes it feel less like an investment and more like an act of generosity for the world. This is a classic psychological theory called moral licensing, and it basically frames a purchase as helping others to remove guilt. He essentially made his prospects feel good about giving him $6,000. Now the second genius part of this is the distribution rights. He basically said, you can take my book and use it as a lead magnet, as an onboarding reward, a gift reward, whatever the case is, right? This essentially spread the entire word of his book without him having to lift a finger. What this meant was, in turn, his own buyers became his marketers for him. The key difference is that most marketing funnels use only one of those triggers. Hormozi used all of them. And the final key takeaway I got from this was design for distribution, right? Turn your clients into marketers by incentivizing referrals, content, testimonials, right? That kind of stuff will grow your business without you having to lift a finger. So yeah, this wasn't just a book launch funnel. It was a masterclass from turning attention into conversion. And every single one of these principles can be applied to any high-ticket info business. So with that being said, if you're a coach with a proven offer, but you're bottlenecked by your funnel, I'm looking to do 5 one-on-one audits of your funnel to see what's working, what's not, and use my expertise to give you a roadmap on how to scale it. So if you're interested in that, feel free to book a time to chat below, and I'll see you in the next one.